I know that on my last video I said that I was no longer going to talk about the situation because I thought it was over. I thought it was like a trilogy like Halo 1, 2, 3. I thought it was wrapped up, no more, no mas. We're moving on, right? We're moving forward. And then I see this post on r/justice serve and some people tagged me on Twitter talking about it. So it's like, you know what? The people need to know. They need to know the full story. And it says, woman who cuffed and assaulted Uber driver is in custody, faces 20 years in prison. She's not gonna get 20 years in prison. She could face up to 20 years in prison. Let's be realistic here. You would know that no one will ever get 20 years for coughing on someone else, but hey, it is a possibility she could get it, but I really don't think she will. The article reads, the behavior captured on video in this incident shows a called out disregard for the safety and well-being of essential service workers in the midst of a deadly pandemic. We get it. She coughed, she's annoying, she's spoiled, and from the pics that we've seen of her, she's like this rich girl, this daddy's little girl who gets everything she wants just because, well, she's daddy's little girl who thinks she could get away with everything. And I just fucking hate those people. Like I legitimately want to drop kick them. I don't know what it is about him. I mean, is that your only personality trait? I mean, the article continues. The total charges against Kimai, the girl, the spoiled girl, the thought, carry a prison term up. Why can't I fucking talk? Carry a prison term of up to 20 years. The sole charge of battery of a transit employee comes with a possible 1 year in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. The first degree robbery charges carry a potential prison term 3 to 9 years. The conspiracy to commit a crime charge carries a potential 1 year prison term. So I recently discovered that this girl is a mess. Like, she's been arrested multiple times. This isn't the first time she gets caught on 4K 60 frames per second. This has happened before and she is yet to learn her lesson. Why? Because I'm sure her daddy keeps bailing her out. Oh, you did this, let me just get 10,000, let me pay it. Oh, you did this again, let me just get 50,000, let me pay it right now. That way she'll never learn. And if her dad keeps bailing her out, there's no way in hell this girl's ever going to learn her lesson. And to wrap it up, the article says the Uber driver is originally from Napalm. He's been an Uber driver for 3 years. A GoFundMe has been set up and he has raised just over $97,000. Her bond has been set to $75,000. You know what, guys, girls, I'll become an Uber driver for a day, and if anyone wants to cough on me or pepper spray me, go for it, please. I really want $100,000 right now. But in all seriousness, it is kind of cool to see a person, just a normal Uber driver who obviously doesn't have that much money, who's obviously trying to support his family, trying to send money back to them, get $100,000. I mean, that's fucking cool. It is pretty cool to see someone win for once, someone who actually deserves it. But now this is where it gets complicated because a lot of people are cheering the fact that she got 20 years in prison, that she faces up to 20 years in prison. And I'm out here thinking, yeah, she's a complete bitch. She's spoiled. She's annoying. She did this and she's done this multiple times. But 20 years, I think, in my opinion, that's a bit too much. Like, I love justice as much as the next guy, but 20 years, I think 6 months, a year maybe. But then you have to keep thinking, well, what if she would have had the virus? What if he would have fucking died? Does that justify the 20 years? I believe so, but I don't know. It's complicated. Where I found this article on Reddit, a lot of people are debating it. Should she get 20 years? Should she get 5 years, a year? In my opinion, I think 6 months to a year is fine, but 20 years, I mean, child predators don't even get 20 years. But hey, that's just my opinion, someone said. But the sentence does not match the crime at all. Why would you cheer for such injustice? She's a shitty person, but that would be community service and a fine. Someone else said, we can only hope she gets 20 years. Fuck those kind of people. So now you know what I mean, right? Some people are like, yes, fuck her, give her 20 fucking years. As a matter of fact, give her 25 for peeing in the parking lot and damaging property. And then some people are saying, you know what, just give her a fine. Yeah, I don't agree with neither of them. Like I said, I'll give her 6 months, I'll give her a year and some community service, but 20 years is way too fucking much. Someone else said 2 years probation coming right up. Yeah, I doubt she's getting 20 years. I hope not. I hope not. I think 20 years and 30, 40, 50 should be saved up for the fucking child predators, pedophiles, and that kind of stuff. I really don't think the crime matches the time. And once again, I made like 3 videos on her shitting on her, so I dislike her. I hate her, as a matter of fact. Someone else said, of course, I also don't think 20 years for this isn't warranted. Then someone responded with, isn't it? Now, this got 19 upvotes, and the anime fight continues in the thread. People just can't agree. No one's agreeing on this because everyone has different opinions. Everyone has different morals. Just to wrap it up, I'm glad she's going to get fined. I'm glad she gets some time. But in my opinion, once again, 20 years for coughing on someone and being a bitch, in my opinion, I think it's way too much. She's going to come out when she's 50. I mean, let that sink in. But hey, I'm not a judge. I'm just a fucking dude in his room with a $60 microphone reading stories. So what do I know, right? Maybe she deserves 20 years. But here's what I want to know. What do you guys think? Do you think 20 years is fair? Do you think she deserves more? Less? You know that I'll be reading the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and notifications on. And I'll see you next time when I send someone else to the streets. Alright, dude. See ya. Take care.